Hello, and welcome to this new section in which we're going to give you an overview of a process to generate business ideas and make a selection. As you know by now, I am Arun Singhal, your management coach and mentor with 40 years of experience in people development. So in this section, what we will do is give you an overview of how can you generate business ideas and select the right one for you to develop new business successfully, right? And in this particular lecture, we will take a look at how can you, before we look at why we need to look at the right business idea as well as a more effective and simpler process. Let's look at what are we doing today. What do most of us do to generate business ideas and make selection to move forward and start building businesses on that? Yeah, right? So what do you think? What do most people do to generate and select business idea? What is your thinking on this? Any ideas? Okay. So, based on what I have seen over a long period of time and working with students, entrepreneurs, most of us face some problems in life, right? Whether it's getting a cab or not being able to find not being able to convert a Word file to PDF or not able to make a PowerPoint presentation on a mobile phone, etc., etc. So we all face problems in our own lives. So what we do is, most of us do is we look for solutions, and obviously we want to solve that problem. So we look for solutions, and many times we find solutions, and many times we don't find a solution. And then we say, hey, so this is, and if we are a business oriented person, we want to develop a business, we look at one of these problems and say, hey, that a solution doesn't exist. So this must be a good business opportunity because people have told them and you and me that a business is about solving problems of people. And if you can solve that problem effectively at a cost in which you can make money, then you have a business. So we choose one of these problems on which we do not find a solution and then generate an idea. How would we solve that problem? And that becomes an idea for us to start working on right away, right? So that's how most of us do that. So the question is, what's wrong with that? What's the issue with that approach? All of us do that. So what's the problem with that approach? Of facing the problems on our own, looking for solutions, finding one of them that we don't have solutions, and choosing one idea to work on. So what's wrong with that? So what is wrong with that? What is the issue with that approach? Is that first we do not know if the problem that we are looking at and the idea that we are working on, wanting to work on that, solving that problem, is a large enough opportunity for us to build business and for a lifetime. Because you're not going to build a business for 2 years, 3 years. That much it will take for you to establish business. If you want to establish a business, you will build a business for a lifetime unless you are a serial entrepreneur where you will build businesses and build businesses. Most of us don't do that. So most of us are here to build businesses for lifetime so that we can earn a livelihood, be happy about what we want to do, right? So we don't know whether this will be opportunity to be large enough. Second, we don't know whether we can find that solution. We think we can, but can we find a solution that is better than what people are doing today? Because similarly, when you are not finding a solution, people must be finding some other workarounds to solve that problem. So, what that problem is and how your solution is going to be better, and why would people prefer your solution to their own workarounds or own their solution? Third thing, and which is very important, and most important probably, is that we don't know whether we can make money in this business, right? So we can solve the problem, but what is the cost of building that idea? What is the cost of doing? What is the cost of that service and solution? And is that cost low enough for you to price and sell at to those people who have some other alternatives? So there are lots of issues with this simple approach, though most of us work on that. Right. So, what do we do in the next module? So, having understood what are the issues with the conventional approach that we have, we will understand why to work on a right business idea in the next lecture before we go on to looking at what is the suggested idea that is simpler, that is more effective, and then you can start running with that, and we will actually run with that approach in this course for you to start find the one good idea to build your business, right? So thank you so much for watching this first lecture of this section on overview, in which we looked at how can we look, what is the current process that we use to generate business idea and make a selection. I hope you're beginning to get a good understanding of this whole thing. You're beginning to like it and enjoy, and I look forward to see you again in the next lecture.